Are you considering moving to Santa Rosa Beach here in Florida? Well, if so, I've got some great stuff coming at you. We're going to be talking more about the beach towns and what to anticipate when moving to this area. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm here in beautiful Dune Allen today. A little bit overcast, but we're going to walk through so you can see a little bit about this area and learn about Santa Rosa Beach. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore here with the Whittemore Group with LPT Realty, coming at you again with some great information about the Destin-Fort Walton Beach and today's Santa Rosa Beach area. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. So make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. All right, we get tons of phone calls about people wanting to move here. Got some questions he's about. Please give us a call, text, email, shoot us that little paper airplane, whatever you gotta do. We got your back when moving to our area. So without further ado, let's get into moving to Santa Rosa Beach. All right, again, like I mentioned before, we're in Dune Allen. As you can see, we got some of these dune lakes behind me. Beautiful overcast skies. Hey, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes here in Florida. We're going to be going through and talking about these different areas. So when we talk about moving here, a lot of our clients are talking more about moving here to the beach towns. And one of these that we're talking about is Dune Allen, like we're in there. Golf Place, you got Blue Mountain, Grayton Beach, Watercolor, Seaside, Sea Grove, Water Sound, Alice Beach, and Rosemary Beach are the popular ones that we typically get from people wanting to move to this area. So let's talk a little bit about here. Population for Santa Rosa Beach is about 17,000. The median age here, surprisingly enough, is 41. Yep, that's me. All right, yes, I know, I look much younger than that. All right, so what is this area best known for if you are looking for this place? It's best known just the 30A. Right over here off to my left-hand side is the 30A route, which this area has been commonly called, and it's really just luxury living. Whether you're looking here to vacation or looking to cross the street like I am, this is a great place to go. And really it's these beach houses that you kind of see around here. They really have a big effect on people wanting to move here. Now, you also have a lot of upscale dining, unique kind of artistic experience that you're gonna have in each one of these different towns. Of course, we got these beautiful white sand beaches. Yeah, that's not snow, that's white sand. Just really good area to be. It's one of those places we wouldn't call like condo city, mainly because it's got these not tall raising up condos around here, and it's all flush with this great area that has all the trees and everything. Like it really has its own experience to it. So as we go here, maybe you got kiddos thinking about where they're going to be going to school. Some of the schools were the schools that most of the kids are going to. For elementary, you have the Van R. Butler, which is actually not far here from the Dune Allen area. So if you're coming here, super convenient. You also have the Emerald Coast Middle School that's right in our area. And of course the South Walton High, which is, again, not too far from here. So if you're looking for these ratings, some places that I suggest that you go is go out to niche.com. Niche.com typically has your best ratings for it. Of course, you're gonna see it all across the board. However, the consensus is it's anywhere between a B+ to an A- for the schools here in our area. Let's talk about home prices. Man, home prices are the biggest expense out here, obviously because of what you're gonna get, and I'm about to show you here as we cross one of these bridges here in Dune Allen. But home prices, now if you're looking to rent, the average rent out here, you can see, well, before I do that, do a little pan. My goodness. All right, maybe not the average rent for that place, but for some of these other places that you're gonna see here, you're going to be looking at somewhere between $1,605 is what we were calculated for the average rent here in the area. Now, if you're looking for a single family home, the average price is about 1.5 million. It's all the way up to around 24 mil, which is what you're gonna probably get for something like this out here with that white sand beach. And of course, the lower end of this is around 300. You're not going to get down here for the 30A, and if you did, it's probably a refrigerator box. Just kidding. But you'll find that a little bit further north of Highway 98. So a lot of people have been asking what the politics are like. I know that's a pretty hot topic here in 2024, if you're watching this now. And this area does lean more conservative. You're going to see that just across the board, that it's going to be leaning more towards that. Just anywhere here on the panhandle of Florida, but if that's what you're looking for, well, it's here. We can also talk about the cost of living. So cost of living is typically done on an index between 100, well, we'll just say 100 is the average across the continental United States. And starting to rain a little bit. With that being said, you'd be able to take the Santa Rosa Beach area and say, hey, in comparison there too, what does this have, right? So on our index, if you average groceries, travel, housing, utility costs, miscellaneous costs, all that things together, what we get is an average of 140 on the index. That means it's 40% higher than the national average. However, if you're coming from a place like New York, which is where I'm originally from, yeah, it's gonna be significantly less. However, if you're out in, say, Dayton, Ohio, or someplace like that, obviously it's gonna be quite a bit more. But in any case, how did we get to that 140? Well, I just wanna let you know that the housing prices in comparison to the rest of the continental United States was 242.8% more. It's a bit high, but hey, let's take a look. Like, those are pretty nice, right? And that weather doesn't look very nice. Probably gonna pour down on me here soon. But if you are coming here, there is tons of stuff to do. It's really, really geared towards the family. Lots to do for the families. It's really catered more towards the affluent crowd, as you might expect with the price points that we're looking at. It's just a really nice feel. You get to walk through some of these neighborhoods, is why I decided to come here to Dune Allen today. And you just get that feel of just it's nice, it's protected. You're not gonna have a whole lot of crime. You know, all these different things really comes forth. You come in here during the holidays, our normal tourist season throughout the summer and the spring, yeah, it's gonna get packed. Even the tourism that comes out here really drives a certain type of audience, which still makes it pretty enjoyable. Now, sure, you are moving here, you are going to be sharing this area with a bunch of tourists, but it's really not so bad. Most of us that have been out here, nice picture of the Porta-John right there. You know, I got to stop and just kind of show you guys, like, there is a ton of construction, especially for our beachside properties, because it's an older community, kind of a sleepy town, especially here in Dune Allen. So you see a lot of the money coming into it. And I'm gonna pan over my right shoulder here too, and you can see like these really, really nice homes that they're putting up in its stead. Now this is across 38. So it was a little bit cheaper to build on that side, but they're still gonna get a view of the Gulf. It's absolutely gorgeous out here with the Dune Lakes. Coastal Dune Lakes is really what it's called. Just an awesome area to come in here. As far as the community, outside of that, there's tons of trails, especially in this area, tons of trails. I'm on the bike trail that goes all the way out. I believe you can get into Miramar Beach on this bike trail. I think I saw some people out there doing that. There's tons of shops, dining, and if you go further towards like the Alice Beach area, you're gonna find like this very, very unique kind of Mediterranean style and just really unique shops, boutique shops, all these different things. The community here really kind of looks after its own as well. It's certainly got a personality to it. And if you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. It lends to people really looking out for each other. Even being in a luxury community, it still kind of has a certain feel to it. It's got that mix of Southern charm, since we're really right next to Alabama. And you know, you've got that Southern hospitality with Georgia. Don't want to throw you guys out. A lot of people coming in from Tennessee. And it has that mix between that and the Florida guy. You know, the Florida man, if you haven't looked that up, definitely do. It'll give you a laugh. But yes, it's a good mix between those two. It brings it out in the community, which is absolutely phenomenal. So it's one of the reasons that I've decided to move my family out here. I'm originally from New York, don't hold that against me. Was in the military for 14 years, and I was like, man, I didn't even know this place existed. So we decided to come here. But it's a great place, and I think of all the places that you can move to, if you're gonna spend the money to come out here, this is probably the best bang for your buck to get the community that you're looking for, and also to have access to the beach, have access to all the amenities. And if you're looking to have that sort of life and live it with everybody else in the luxury community, this is going to be a great spot. Any of the ones that I had mentioned, again, we start at Dune Allen. You could move down to Golf Place. Golf Place has just about the same sort of feel as we have here. And we start to move down into Blue Mountain. Now, that if you drive through, you're like, where is everything? Because it's kind of on these rolling hills. I say hills, but they're not really hills. I'm going to call them dunes. But that's about it. Got to cross the street again. But you'll go around and you're like, hey, there's a lot of people biking. There's a lot of ice cream shops, which seems kind of weird, but yeah, they have all these different things throughout that area. It's unique in itself because it's called a mountain. It's definitely not a mountain. But man, the hair's just getting blown here. But it's a really cool place as you go through that. Walton Beach, a sleepy little town that we have throughout the area. It's really kind of crunchy. I don't know how else to put that. It's beach hippie, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. That's what somebody had told me. So that's not me. Don't blame me for that. If you haven't been through Watercolor, great area out there too. It's really where a lot of people stop for vacations, dinings. They've got this big preserve that's out there. Really awesome place. And then you get to Seaside. Now, Seaside has been really popular. And Seaside's been that way. They had the Truman Show that was shot in Seaside, but it's got the big outside amphitheater. It's got lots of food trucks and just tons of stuff to do. Kind of the best place if you're going to be doing some outdoorsy kind of stuff. And as you move down, it becomes more residential into Seagrove and out that way into Watersound's been really an awesome spot to go. Really building up out there the new built out communities. I was through somebody's custom built home that they were looking to sell just about a month ago, and absolutely gorgeous throughout there, and just saw the infrastructure that they're building, and it's gonna be amazing. So probably worth the money to get in there if you're looking for more of that sort of community feel. And of course, Alice Beach. Alice Beach is like going to the Mediterranean, that is, and just have that sort of feel. Lots of arts, lots of upscale, unique type dining throughout there. Just, it's a world in its own. That's how I could really describe it. And Rosemary Beach is really popular too. It's the closest one that you're going to be getting out to Panama City if you want to get in and out of, say, that airport throughout that area and use that small city sort of feel throughout Panama City Beach. That's a good place to go as well. And it's got this unique kind of French Quarter. They say it's French Quarter. I feel it's like a little bit more European, German, whatever, little town to it, but tons of stuff throughout there too. Just a great town to go through. So, well, that's all you get for my rambling. I mean, that's all we get for moving to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, please leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you are lucky enough to be on one of our audios, you know, feel free to give us a call. You're gonna hear a number after this. Call us, text us at that number. Happy to help. And of course, if you are moving here, got some questions, need some help, give us a call, text, email, whatever you got you to do. We got your back. We're moving here to the Destin-Fort Walton Beach area, and here, of course, in Santa Rosa Beach. See you in our next video.